During this time, I've seen a nice parable as told by Alan Watts. It's called The Parable of the Chinese Farmer. It's an old story, but it's good enough to bear repeating. I won't be able to do it as well as Alan Watts. He was a tremendous storyteller. Sometimes good things come out of bad things, and most bad things aren't nearly as bad as we fear they will be. The story goes like this. Once upon a time, there was a Chinese farmer whose horse ran away. That evening, all of his neighbours came round to commiserate. They said, "We're sorry to hear your horse has run away. This is most unfortunate." The farmer said, "Maybe." The next day, the horse came back and brought with it 7 wild horses. And in the evening, everybody came back and said, "Oh, isn't that lucky? What a great turn of events. Now you have 8 horses." The farmer again said, "Maybe." The following day, the farmer's son tried to break in one of the horses, and whilst riding it, he was thrown and broke his leg. The neighbours then said, "Oh dear, that's too bad." To which the farmer responded, "Maybe." The next day, the conscription officers came around to conscript people into the army, and they rejected the farmer's son because he had a broken leg. Again, all the neighbours came around and said, "Isn't that great?" And again, of course, the farmer said, "Maybe." The whole process of human nature, it's very complex and integrated in some ways, I think. It's really impossible to tell whether anything that happens has a good or a bad outcome, or whether we can even classify things as good and bad. I do feel that a lot of situations have silver linings. Maybe we're yet to see the silver lining in this situation. But you never know what will be the consequence of misfortune, or you never know what will be the consequences of good nature.